Are you not supposed to encourage me in faith? You know, brothers and sisters, I was quite embarrassed. But for me, it was an experience of spiritual worship. The religiously and culturally accepted presence of God, was revealed to be a weak representation of God. That simple woman offering herself to God in trust for the love of her family became for me the manifestation of God. She brought the Eucharistic sacrifice. She brought the Eucharistic sacrifice and the spiritual worship of Jesus from the elegant cathedral to the noise and dirt of the marketplace. I'm sure God was very happy. Let me now go to the last part of my conference. Let us reflect briefly on authentic adoration. Worship is so intimately related to adoration that they could be considered as one and the same. The spiritual worship of Jesus on the cross is His supreme act of adoration. In the Eucharist, the Church joins Jesus in adoring the God of life. But the practice of Eucharistic adoration enlivens some features of worship. We believe that the presence of Christ in the Eucharist continues beyond the liturgy. At any time, we can adore the Blessed Sacrament and join the Lord's self-offering to God for the life of the world. Adoration connotes being present, resting, beholding. In adoration, we are present to Jesus, whose sacrifice is ever present to us. Remaining in Him, we are assimilated more deeply into His self-giving. Beholding Jesus, we receive and are transformed by the mystery we adore. Eucharistic adoration is similar to standing at the foot of the cross of Jesus, being a witness to His sacrifice of life and being renewed by it. Aside from the Blessed Mother and the beloved disciple who kept vigil with the dying Jesus, the Roman centurion who had been watching over Jesus when He died could be a model of adoration. Probably the centurion started guarding Jesus from His arrest in the garden up to His death. Seeing Jesus betrayed, arrested, accused, humiliated, stripped, and brutally nailed to the cross, he surprisingly concluded, "This man is innocent. Truly, this is the Son of God." Already hardened by many crucifixions he had supervised, he must have seen something different, something new in Jesus. At the conclusion of a routine execution came a profession of faith. It was not just another crucifixion after all. It was a manifestation of innocence, a manifestation of the Son of God. We learn from the centurion's adoration that the sacrifice of Jesus cannot be appreciated unless we face the cross. Mark's Gospel says the centurion stood facing Jesus, Like any leader of guards, he kept careful watch over this criminal. He did nothing but look at Jesus. But physical nearness was not enough. He had to be vigilant, observant, focused, so that he could account for every detail. We learn from the centurion to face Jesus, to keep watch over him, to behold him, to contemplate him. At first, the centurion spent hours watching over Jesus out of duty, but ended up contemplating him in truth. The Holy Spirit has guided him to confess Jesus is the Son of God. What did the centurion see? I can assume that he saw the horror of suffering that preceded the death of Jesus. He was an eyewitness to the torment, humiliation, and loneliness inflicted on Jesus when friends betrayed him and left him. He must have been shocked to see Judas planting a seemingly caressing kiss that was in fact an act of treachery. He heard the lies fabricated in the Sanhedrin and Pilate surrendering to the crowd despite the lack of a case against Jesus. He heard the painful cry, my God, why have you forsaken me?" The centurion saw unbelievable cruelty from friends, leaders, and the silence of a distant God. Betrayal, inhumanity, viciousness continue up to our time in the many crucifixions of the poor and of creation. We cannot help but wonder why friends, leaders, and even God cannot respond. But I also believe that the centurion saw incredible love.